One of the most underrated months of an NFL season is the month of March. This is where it all starts. The NFL free agency and the NFL combine. This is where you see people's stock rise or fall. And I know a lot of people want to jump right to the draft, but we got to start now. So when we get to April, we know what we're doing.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers and the Bird Gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, I want to talk about the NFL Combine for the 2022 NFL season. But before we get into it, Eagle Nation, help me out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
Roots on the third. 1, 2, 3, roots. So this video is going to be about the defensive side. Again, I did mention free agency. We talk both offensively and defensively. But honestly, I think we are going to go out and get a veteran wide receiver. If we don't, then things change. That's the beauty about March videos. Free agency, something happens unexpected, you change it up. If we go out and get a safety and a wide receiver, well, then they both drop down on the list of importance to a degree. But we are going to talk about linebackers, defensive ends, cornerbacks, and safeties. And there's no order in what these lists are, right? When I pull up the linebacker chart from first to last, these are guys that Philly Mike wants to see. Some are first round, some are third round, some are second round. But these are guys Philly Mike want to look at. So if we don't go that position in that round, we got some guys we can fall back on. I'm just interested to see the twitch, the athleticism, the speed, the jump off the chart stuff that a guy might portray in the combine that you didn't see in the film. And then you got to understand and try to figure out why, right? Cross our T's, dot our I's. Let's bring up the first list. That is linebacker. And of course, Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean, Brian Asumoa, Christian Harris, Chad Mumma, Channing Tennable, Leo Chenell, and Brandon Smith are all guys I want to look at. And these are all guys that I think the Eagles are going to have a chance to target, right? If we go Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean in the first, I think you can cancel everybody else out. We don't go linebacker that much, let alone back-to-back or something along them lines. Now, 40 years it's been since the Eagles drafted a linebacker in the first round. It's about time, right? That is on our side. Also, Micah Parsons being drafted right in front of us and changing the complexion of a division rival. That had to open up Howie Roseman's eyes. I don't believe he'll trade up, right? So if the combine comes and we're like, wow, all these, look at Chad Mumma. Look at Brandon Smith. He moved up. But if a guy like Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean move up, you can pretty much kiss them goodbye because Howie's not moving up for a linebacker. I hope he'll take one of these guys if they're there at 15 and 16 because Howie did change the way he drafted last year. He went more BPA. That's how we got Landon Dickerson in the second round. And Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean, if they're at 15 or 16, will probably be a BPA. So that's my only hope. Let's go to the defensive end. Now, Aiden Hutchinson and Kevon Thibodeau are separate from the other guys, right? Because we hear rumors that they're 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, somewhere in the first 5 picks. Now, if Howie Roseman finds a way to go up there and move up and get something from the New York Jets, right, or the Detroit Lions, this is what he would do it for, right? A pass rusher. I'm not saying it's the move to make or that he will consider doing it or not. I'm just saying this is the type of player he'll move up and get, right? So I still want to see what they do via the combine. But George Karlaftis, David Ojabo, Jermaine Johnson II, Arnold Ebiketie, Travon Walker, Drake Jackson, and the guys you put me on, Boye Mafe. These are guys I want to see how quick they are off the line of scrimmage. They're side to side. their athleticism, their speed, their twitch, their bend. These are all things I want to see because defensive end is something that I can see the Eagles attacking not once, but twice, especially if we don't get no help in free agency, whether it's a Hassan Reddick or a Emmanuel Agba, right? If you don't get no help there, you got too much oldness on that line at the defensive end position, whether you love BG or not. And I'm 31 years old. Well, I'll be 31 on March 14th. I've never saw the Eagles have a bad defensive line. We're always not just good, we're always great. And we need to be great going forward. And defensive end is a must. Now let's look at the cornerback position, another position I want to dazzle in. I got Ahmad Garner and Derek Stingley Jr. at the top. The only way we're going to get one of these guys is if everybody just forgets how good they are and they fall. Hey, CD Lamb went to the Cowboys at 17. Anything's possible, but I doubt it. And again, like linebacker, if these guys are being talked about at 7, 8, 9, I don't see Howie Roseman moving up inside the top 10 for these guys. Now, 12, 13, 14, he might move a spot or two for him. So I'm going to keep my eye on him. But Khair Alam, I'm going to be watching him. Trent McDuffie, Andrew Booth Jr., Roger McCreary out of Auburn, Kyle Gordon, and Kobe Bryant. Not the Kobe Bryant we know, or we used to know, right? The Philly kid, Laker, RIP. Much love to my guy, Kobe Bryant. But he got overshadowed because he played alongside of Ahmad Garner at Cincinnati. But he's still a baller. This is a guy that might be there second round, third round. I'm watching him. We need to address the cornerback position. Again, big play Slay could be extended. He got a lot of play left in him. What are we doing with Nelson? And even if we do re-sign Nelson, is that what we want to be stuck with? Last year, we got lucky that big play Slay and Steven Nelson played majority of the games. What happened if we had to bring up Craig James from the practice squad, or not Jacoby Brissett, Michael Jaquette. Jamichael, I don't know his name. I try to forget. Michael Jaquette. I know that was Gate City's guy, right? What if we had to bring one of these guys up? McPherson play heavy minutes because you want to keep Avonte Maddox in that slot. What if we had to do that? It would have been terrible, but we didn't. So cornerback, defensive end, these are things that need to be done because youth has to be injected into them positions. Same with the linebacker position. Defense is needed. Wide receiver is pretty, and we could use it too. But defense is needed. We do got 3 picks. So you can go a couple ways. And the second round pick is not too far either. It's 50-something. So we're going to get some value there. Who knows if Howie trades back a little bit, picks up more capital, because this draft defensively is pretty large. Last but not least, we got safety. And of course, Kyle Hamilton is separate from the group. Howie Roseman, that's a blue chip player, can do a lot of versatility. Maybe he moves up. I don't know. I don't think so. And so that being said, Daxton Hill, Jalen Pitre, Jaquan Brisker, Lewis Seen, Kirby Joseph, Brian Cook. These are guys I'm going to be looking at in the combine to see the range, right? Their ability to come up and make that tackle, right? Their pursuit onto a runner back on the outside, right? Their awareness. These are things you need as a safety. Range. It's the safety position has changed, right? It's not just strong and free. Pretty much you got to be able to play both now. Free, strong, free. With the versatility of these quarterbacks pass and how much they pass, what they're asking you to do in big nickel, dime. They're asking them to play as a DB at times, go guard the tight end or slot receiver. They ask them to play like a linebacker, go in there and smack the running back. They ask you to play like a safety, of course, drop back and use your range, use your leverage. They ask a lot from safety nowadays. Same with linebackers, same with cornerbacks. Defense gets stretched out. Pause. So I'm looking at all these guys. And whether they're third-round picks like a Kirby Joseph, first-round picks like a Kyle Hamilton, or a Jaquan Brisker, I like him too. If you think some of these guys on the defensive end, safety, corner are going to fall to 23, 26, you move off one of them 15, 16 picks, you move off that and get somebody's 23rd and 33rd. Like, imagine if you got a guy who's like, I don't know. I got to look at the team that would trade us, but I'm just saying, Howie Roseman got his work cut, and it starts soon. March 3rd is when people get on the field to do the combine. The combine's coming up. The combine's going to be wild. Free agency is about to. Combine's going to be first, warm you up, and then free agency is going to be like, what you guys trying to do? And then after free agency, I'm going to be like, happy birthday, Philly Mike. I love you, Mrs. Philly Mike. Because again, birthday 14th. Anniversary 19th. Much love to my beautiful wife. Until next time, leave all your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know who you like from the safeties, corners, linebackers, and defensive end. If you got somebody that I don't have on there, tell me. I'm going to research. Might throw them on the list as well. We got a lot of people to watch. We're going to have a lot of homework to do, Eagle Nation. Much love. Peace.